Hello, and welcome to another Pitlanes sim racing video. And today we've got another Battle of the Sims, as we try and find out which one of 3 sim racing titles has got the best version of the BMW M6 GT3. We're going to pit Automobilista 2 against RaceRoom Experience against Assetto Corsa Competizione to find out which Brazilian, Swedish or Italian development team has managed to put together the best virtual version of a German GT3 car. Who says we aren't cosmopolitan here at Pitlanes? Okay, join me after the intro and we're going to get straight on track. Okay, first up is Automobilista 2 and their version of the BMW M6 GT3. And let's kick it off with the sounds. Good news is all the detail is there. You know, nice crisp clean engine note, and I like the fact that you've got a transmission whine on throttle liftoff. Really adds to the sense of immersion. But I have to say I find that they're not very dynamic. All the sounds feel a little bit muted. Now, luckily, other cars in AMS2 do have a more raw, more visceral sound to them, so hopefully that is just a little tweak, because like I say, all the detail is there, they just need to expand the range of the sounds. Moving on, force feedback. Brilliant. Reza brought a touch of magic to the Madness engine here, and I can feel every little twist, turn, bump, undulation, especially in this Bathurst track. It's all coming through the wheel, so I know exactly what the track surface is like underneath the car. Understeer, wheel goes flat and light. Oversteer, that wheel will snap and kick out at you. But it's brilliant because you can quickly and easily make the required correction, keeping the car on the tarmac. I'm really impressed. And it feels much more steady and stable than it did before. No more bounce that we had in previous builds. And of course, all important, eye candy. Well, luckily the Madness 2 engine has always been good looking, and this is still no exception. We've got a perfectly modelled interior, nicely animated, important in VR. And exterior shots, crisp, clean, absolutely stunning. This is a good all-round first effort for a new release from Reza on AMS2. Okay, this time out we are in RaceRoom Racing Experience, and again it's time to see what their BMW M6 GT3 is like. And let's kick it off with the eye candy. And I have to say, for such an aging title now with DirectX 9 compatibility, they have got this sim looking as sharp as ever, and I particularly like the colour palette they use. It's very pleasing to my eye. Yeah, cockpit is clean, clear, well detailed, but I don't like the animation of the driver's hands in this particular car. Find it a little bit jarring and unnerving when in VR, which doesn't overly help with immersion, which is a shame. So let's move on. What's it like handling and force feedback? Well, the force feedback is very raw. It's very in your face in this particular model. I like it. Some people might think it's a little bit overpowering, overwhelming, but it tells me everything I need to know through my direct drive wheel. The car feels like it's got some mass to it, it's planted, it's weighted. I like it. And then we'll finish up by checking out the awesome sounds that RaceRoom have got. Everything is there, and like the force feedback, it's raw, it's in your face. You really feel like you are sat in that race car on that racetrack. This is what engine sound should be like. Real large dynamic range, and every sound possible is there. The best part of this sim title, gotta be the sounds. Well done, Sector 3. Okay, here we are in Assetto Corsa Competizione and their version of the BMW M6 GT3. Let's kick this one off with the force feedback, and it is really precise, very clean. There's absolutely no issues with knowing what the car and the track are doing. It really does allow you to properly attack, and I really like that. There's just something about their force feedback that works really well with my Accu-Force direct drive wheel. Very impressed. Moving on, graphics up next. Well, there's no denying the Unreal Engine can produce some fantastic visuals, but you need the resources to be able to do that. So it does tend to be a little bit of a compromise. You do have to spend a fair bit of time tweaking to get the best look to performance ratio. I've had to sacrifice a smidgen of clarity just to make sure that my system runs well. You know, even then I struggle in VR, and you can never get it truly looking as it should for that full-on immersive experience. But all the shadows are there, it's got nice effects, the car model is super clean and clear. It's just the interior isn't as sharp as it could be because of the graphics settings and the resource usage of this sim title. Last up is the sounds, and wow, they do rival RaceRoom for their sounds. All the details there, the dynamic range is there. I think they might just be missing that ultimate rawness that RaceRoom seems to capture. You know, it's not quite as ear bleeding as that one, but nevertheless it's very good and very dynamic. I really like it. Okay, right, well, that's all three sims checked out, all three cars raced. Now it's just over to the conclusion part of the video to find out which one's the best. That's it. We've tested the BMW M6 GT3 in all three of our sim racing titles, and it's time to pick a winner. And today, our winner is RaceRoom Racing Experience. Yes, that's right. It was a close, hard-fought tight battle, but we think the BMW M6 GT3 in RaceRoom just has the edge over the other two titles, with its rawness and its immediacy and in-your-face nature of the sounds and the force feedback just makes it that much more fun, that much more enjoyable. It really pushes you on to want to crank up the volume and push the car right to its limits. And that's why we think it's number one. Please, let us know in the comments. Do you think we picked the right one? If not, let us know which one you would have picked and why. So, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please, please, please hit all the buttons, the thumbs up, the likes, comment, anything and everything you can, just to help get this video out to as many people as we possibly can, because we just love sharing sim racing. Okay, thanks a lot. We'll see you in the next one. Remember, race hard, always race fair. Bye bye.